Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I tied up this geode swaddle. So I made this swaddle. I used a bamboo gauze fabric and I just cut it to size. It's 47 by 47 inches and then I hemmed the edges. So that's where I got the swaddle. I get my fabric from Nature's Fabrics. They have the best cotton bamboo. So I just grabbed a random area of the swaddle and I tied it around. As you can see, I just wrap about 3 to 5 times and then I use my sinew puller and I pull it tight until I feel a little bit of a tug, and that is how I tie up my geodes. So you'll just continue this way. I like to make sure that the area is crumpled and misshapen so that it doesn't just look like a bunch of rings, a bunch of circles. So that's why each of these little nodules looks kind of misshapen. If you have done a geode and it's not looking the way you want it to look, you're welcome to send me a message, drop a picture below of what it looks like, and I can try to help you troubleshoot maybe what's going wrong. Or you can just watch my playlist of geodes and see if maybe there's one tutorial that resonates with you a little bit better than the other. So anyway, I will just let this go and I'll check back in when it's all tied up. Alrighty, so got it all tied up. Now I put it with some magic tracks around the outer edge to hold the ice in place. And then I just put the ice on top of the swaddle. And then I'll add the dye on top of that. And this is on top of a cookie rack. So when the ice melts, it goes into that cake pan down below. I should also say this swaddle was soaked in soda ash for at least 20 minutes before I dyed it. So the first color I used is Himalayan Salt. This is a really pretty like pink color. It's kind of similar to powder pink, a little more coral than powder pink, but Himalayan Salt was a special edition color, so it might be hard to find, but you could use another pink in its place. And then I used coral pink. This is just one of my favorite by Dharma. This should be available. And then the last color I used is called Son of a Peach, which was another special edition color. So that will probably be hard to find, but it's very similar to peach. In fact, I like peach more than Son of a Peach because it splits a little bit cleaner. It's not as jaggedy, if that makes sense. So here I'm flipping it over after the ice melted. I noticed that the color didn't really go through all the way, so I flipped it over and added more dye. This time I'm putting the dye directly on the fabric. There's not really a reason why I did that. It was just kind of what I decided would be easiest for me. Now I'm putting it in a hot pot of water, and I let it sit in the hot pot of water for at least an hour, and it's like near boiling hot, like really hot pot of water. And that will just set the dye and then also kind of add a little extra light pink to the areas that didn't get any dye. I don't always do that, but with this one, I wanted it to be as saturated with pink as I could get. So here I'm untying it. You can see I didn't tie any knots or anything. I'm literally just unraveling the sinew. So that's one reason why I really like wax sinew, is it gets those really straight lines, but it also is really easy to untie. So I'm just rinsing in cool water until I can get as much runoff as I can get, and then I bump it up to hot. One good thing about doing that method where I put it in a hot pot of water is that gets out a lot of excess dye. So it makes the rinsing out process a lot easier. And that was Dawn dish soap. I just rinsed it with Dawn dish soap to get out even more excess dye. Then I wash it in my washing machine on hot. So that is the end result. It turned out so gorgeous. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. Let's talk. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please comment below. I love to answer all sorts of questions. Also in the link below, there is a free printable just for you, 12 of my very favorite folds. It's an ebook written out just for you. All I need is your email and I'll send it right to your email. I also have an Etsy store. If you liked what was in this video, it might already be gone, but there might be something else that you love in my store. So check that out. Thank you so much for supporting me. We'll see you next time.